Washington Elite traveled to Hampton-Sydney on Saturday with the 2011 ODAC title on the line as both teams entered the game undefeated in conference action. Tigers came out early as they scored 28 unanswered points and began on their first possession when Travis Lane connected with Eric Gorsline on a 29-yard touchdown pass. The passing game would be solid for HSC all day long as Lane found Sean Cavanaugh, who dove and hauled in this pass to put the Tigers inside the Generals' 10-yard line. Then it was Kirk Rowley who would run in for the first of his two one-yard touchdown runs. Hampton-Sydney's defense would give them the next opportunity. His quarterback Charlie Westfall was intercepted by Josh Doggett, and he returned it 20 yards down to the 2-yard line. 2 plays later, it was Kirk Rowley one more time in from 1 yard out. W&L looked ready to put some points on the board late in the second quarter, but it was Sean Stewart who intercepted Westfall in the end zone and returned it 19 yards to secure the Tigers' 21-0 halftime lead. The Tigers added 7 more points at the outset of the third quarter when Lane connected with Kyle Vance on a 15-yard touchdown pass. Then it was W&L's turn as Westfall ran in from 1 yard out, and then it was Brett Murray from 4 yards away, cutting the Generals' deficit to 14 points at 28-14. Hampton-Sydney responded at the beginning of the fourth quarter when Lane fired a perfect 23-yard touchdown pass to Cavanaugh, but then it was Washington Lee's turn again as Westfall rolled right and found Alex Evans out near the 10-yard line, and he went the rest of the way into the end zone to make it a 35-21 ball game. Hampton-Sydney came right back as Lane fired another perfect pass, this one to Vance, but the Generals would not be outdone as Westfall faked a toss end around and found Cody Smith 31 yards away to cut the Generals' deficit to 14 points with 9:07 to play. Hampton-Sydney looked set to make it a 3-score game, but David Prizia's 28-yard field goal was blocked by Alex Evans, and that set up Westfall's third touchdown pass as he found Evans from 4 yards away. W&L attempted an onside kick, but the Tigers recovered it, securing their victory. Guilford made the trip up to Washington, D.C. on Saturday to face Catholic University, and it was the Cardinals who got their passing game going early as Greg Cordovari completed a 31-yard pass to Tucker Hubble that set up a 10-yard touchdown strike to Wesley Stringfield. Guilford would get on the board on its next opportunity as Josh Williams ran up the middle from 2 yards out. But then the 2-point conversion pass by Zach Halbert was intercepted, and the return attempt, although it didn't make it all the way to the end zone, left the Quakers trailing 7-6. Catholic's passing game would continue to produce as Cordovari found Andrew Ouellette on a 40-yard pass, and Ouellette fought his way the last couple yards into the end zone for a 14-6 advantage. Then early in the second quarter, the pair would hook up again as Cordovari found Ouellette on a 25-yard touchdown pass for a 20-6 lead. Quakers would come right back though as Williams would run in from 1 yard out, making it 20-13, and then it was a little bit of Guilford defense as Cordovari's pass was broken up and Satir Stevenson picked up the loose ball in the air and returned it 55 yards into the end zone, tying the score at 20-all with 58 seconds left before the half. Into the third quarter, the Quakers added another touchdown when Zach Halbert fired a perfect pass from 20 yards out to Ben King. Catholic tied the score 27-all early in the fourth quarter when Mike McCarthy ran in from 1 yard out, and the game remained deadlocked until Halbert connected with Rob Fields on a 6-yard touchdown pass with 32 seconds left, securing the Quakers' first ODAC win since 2009. Randolph-Macon returned to action following its bye week in Week 9, and the Yellow Jackets made the trip up to Bridgewater College to face the Eagles, where they opened up a 17-0 lead, beginning on the game's opening drive when Josh Storm hit a 38-yard field goal. Then it was Drake Sanders from 15 yards out as he went over the left side and made it all the way to the end zone. And it would be Sanders one more time as he took a toss sweep, and this time used the right side to put Randolph-Macon ahead 17-0 late in the second quarter. Bridgewater would get 6 points back 25 seconds before the halftime break as Carlos Gonzalez completed a 42-yard touchdown pass to Lee Bradley, but the 2-point conversion failed, leaving the Eagles trailing 17-6. But on the ensuing kickoff, Randolph-Macon would add 7 more points to its total as Brandon Harrison fielded the ball at his own 17-yard line and darted up the left sideline 83 yards to pay dirt for a 24-6 lead at the half for Randolph-Macon. Bridgewater came out throwing in the third quarter as Gonzalez completed a 25-yard touchdown pass to John Lezcano, making it 24-14 after a good 2-point conversion from Gonzalez to Lee Bradley. But then it was Randolph-Macon going back to the ground game as Thaddeus Scruggs took a handoff from Zach Nacarado and burst 52 yards through the center of the defense to pay dirt, making it 31-14 Randolph-Macon with 5:32 to go in the third quarter. Then it was Bridgewater one more time as Gonzalez found Sean Lee on a 6-yard touchdown strike. And then it was Gonzalez to Cassidy Burns for another touchdown, this one in the back of the end zone. The extra point on the previous touchdown was no good, so the Eagles went for 2 points and got it this time as Gonzalez completed a pass to Burns. But it was back to the ground for Randolph-Macon, and Scruggs found a hole over the right side for a 3-yard touchdown run and a 38-28 lead. Then Nacarado took it into his own hands as he tucked it away and dashed 22 yards over the left side to the end zone for a 45-28 advantage with 5 minutes to go. Scruggs would score a third time, this time from 4 yards out, but the Eagles would score the game's final points as Willie Logan hit Burns with a 26-yard touchdown pass.